and I just know we'll have a good time. Hi, and welcome back to Cheap and Beat with Taryn. I'm Taryn. Hey, how you been doing, Stink? How was your week? I missed you. Did you miss me? Okay. If you are new here, welcome to Cheap and Beat. If you are not, welcome back. Tell me about your week. Just tell me. Come on. I'm so proud of you. Good job. 10 points to your Hogwarts house. So if you are following me on Instagram, you know, congratulations, you picked today's look. If you are not, why you ain't following me? Follow me. Here's my Instagram. Okay, I need you to go there and follow. I just did a Dollar Tree haul on my Instagram, so please make sure you check out my highlights because I'm gonna start putting them there, like all of my like series and giveaways in there. Also, speaking of giveaways, we will talk about that at the end of the video. But yeah, my Dollar Tree haul is in my highlights of my Instagram, so I'm so excited. Check that out. Today's look is brought to you by viewers like you, but also brought to you by like Pinterest. So I ended up going on Pinterest and finding some very cute looks, and so I put them up on my Instagram story, and I had all my followers kind of go through and pick which one they wanted, and everyone chose number 2, which is this look here, which I think is so cute, and I'm very excited to kind of replicate. I did have a couple people tell me the things that they like needed to see more of, or they needed to see a tutorial on, so those will be coming up later on as well. With all that being said, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel, like this video, and then share it. Tell your friends, tell your mama, because 2021 finna be what? Our year. Click the subscribe button. I will wait. Thank you. Okay, let's hop right into this video. So I zoomed in just a little bit so that we can really just like focus on the face. So in my Dollar Tree haul like story, like my series or whatever, I showed you that this week I picked up the LA Colors Brow Cream Gel. Never used it before. I don't even know what a brow cream gel is. Oh, pieces are falling out. This is gonna be way too bright for my eyebrow. This is in the color Deep Brown. And that's like chocolate brown. It is not deep. So I'm gonna try that. Let me swatch it first. Okay, but why does it swatch? Y'all, it swatches so dark. Okay. It's the witchcraft for me. All right, well, I'm gonna take this on a little angle brush. I did get requests to start naming my brushes. This is just an angle brush. I'll name my brushes better on later on. I should have grabbed one that has a name. This is from, if you go on Amazon, they have like a Harry Potter wand brush set. I got these a while ago, so that's just what this is, but you can use any angled brush. That helps. Why is that treachery? That is not the color that it looked like it was. I'm bamboozled, but I'm happy about it because now I can actually use the product. I would say the product is like thinner and a little more oilier than I'm used to, but it is a cream gel, so I don't know if that's the consistency it's supposed to be. I switched to yet another angle brush because I needed a thinner one to deal with like the product kind of lacking. This was a Sonia Kashuk set from Target a while ago, but it is still just an angle brush. You know what? This works pretty well though. It was only $1 too, bro. It was only $1. So I'm seeing with this product, it helps to like layer it in, which might be a little too much, like for some people that don't feel like going through all of that. But you kind of let the first layer where you lay down your shape dry, and then you go back over it and kind of fill in any spots that are like balding. Not balding. Not balding, but like empty. So I did get this cute little brush set off of Amazon called the MSQ brush set because I needed a liner brush, and it was like $8.99 and it had a bunch of brushes in it, so I was like, okay. It was really well reviewed, so I was like, all right, why not? And it came with a bunch of cute little brushes. They're all organized now, but I don't want to take them out. But the brushes look like these. I wanted to share that because I'm going to start telling you what brushes I'm using. And this is the brush I'm going to use for the concealer to cut out my brow. And this is there. They give you a little card, so I'm going to tell you. Okay. This is listed as their eye shader brush. I'm gonna use it for concealer, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all want it to be, that's what it can be for you, okay? A good little brush. I don't know. I gotta see how the other brushes act because it was a little stiff, but it is brand new, so I don't really know. However, okay, brow gel. Okay, brow gel came through and did the daggone thing. I see you, boo. I see you. I like colors. I think I'm gonna do my face first today, and then I'm gonna come back and do my eyes later. So today's primer today is brought to you by e.l.f. I'm gonna use the, it's not sponsored. I gotta stop saying stuff like that because it's not sponsored. I'm using the e.l.f. matte and putty primer. Matte putty primer. It's no and in there, Taryn. Stop making up stuff. I'm changing the way I eat though, because I went to the doctors recently and got a couple health scares. So I'm changing the way I eat and I'm exercising more and all of that stuff. And one thing that I always forget when I start to like eat healthy and detox my body, it comes out in your skin. So yeah, my skin is gonna be gross, I think, very soon, but then it'll be great. So, you know, I look forward to when it's great because right now it's not looking the best. All right, now for foundation, I know I used it in my last video, but I want to give it a better chance, and I'm going to use a sponge today. So I'm going back with the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation, the 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the color 11 Amber, because there's no way that everybody loves this foundation, and it is a Conceal and Perfect foundation and concealer, and I looked like crazy last video. So I'm going to go in with just a spongy, and we're going to pray it looks better this time. Oh, already it looks better. It was that brush. I'm convinced. Well, hold on before I gas it. So as you can see, I got a lot of texture going on right around here because I'm having like a weird reaction to something and I'm still trying to figure out what it was. But anyway, so that's 4 pumps, and I think the coverage is cute. I'm just, you can see every bit of texture on my face, which I said in the last video, it's fine because, you know, we have texture and that's fine. I don't know. You can see a lot of my hyperpigmentation through the foundation, and I get it's medium to full, but that's 4 pumps. It's not gonna be for me. I think I'll keep it in my repertoire, but I don't think this one's for me. To set and try to cover up a few more of my sins, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Powder matte and poreless one in 355 Coconut, which is my favorite. I realize I haven't shown me setting my face in a while, and honestly that's because I haven't, because I've been like doing these in the house and we've been in quarantine, so I haven't really gone anywhere. So I was like, I'm not setting it just to wipe it off. And then I'm like, Taryn, you put on a whole face of makeup just to wipe it off. You can set it on camera just to wipe it off. So my bad, y'all. For concealer today, because I used the Milani foundation, I was gonna use this Milani Concealer and Perfect concealer in the color Deep Tan. I hope it don't let me down like the foundation did. Oh baby, this about my skin tone. This about the same color as me. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in medium beige because I'm worried that the Milani one is gonna be like my skin tone. I'm not gonna get the brightening effect. I need to be brightened. I'm thinking about getting locks. I've had my hair natural since I was like 20, so like 11 years now. Also always had a terribly sensitive scalp, and so perms would just burn the crap out of me, so I couldn't do perms anymore. So when I got older enough, I was like, I was like 18, and I think I haven't had perms since I was like 18, but I was like, no more, I'm done. So anyway, long story short, I went natural a long time ago, and I've been doing like twist outs and all of this stuff. My hair has been healthy. It has not been healthy. It's fallen out. I have had mohawks, and it's like one side gone and the other side flipped up. I have had purple hair, green hair, royal blue hair, red hair, pink hair, and so black hair, which is my favorite. I love my hair and I love how far it's come, but I need to just be not done with it. Like if I didn't have like a dent in the middle of my head, I would shave it. But I think now I've reached a point, and I wonder if my mother was around this point, because my mother had locks when I was growing up, on and off. Like she would cut them off and then get them. Anyway, I wonder if my mother was like the same age as me. But I've been seeing all of these beautiful women with locks, and I'm like, they're like calling to me, you know? And so I'm wondering if I should just lock my hair. I think locks are beautiful. I don't call them dreads because of the derivative of dreadful, and I don't really like that much. If you have locks and you want to call them dreads, by all means. I think it would be really cute for me, and I also think that it would save me so much daggone turmoil with this hair. I'm gonna use that Wet n Wild Photo Focus banana powder like I did last week, because I forgot that it's not just supposed to set, it's also supposed to brighten, and I completely like ignored the brightening aspect of it last week. So I'm gonna do it right this time, I promise. Because I did put on a gang of concealer. This does look like it's oxidizing a little bit, and I don't like that. Hi, I'm Paul. Only my 90s babies will get that. My kids, they used to watch Kablam. So not only is this powder not brightening, but it oxidized my concealer. Ugh, and it makes me look like I look like a statue. Ew. All right, so I actually ended up redoing it all, my face, my concealer, my powder, everything. And I ended up redoing like the same concealer, same foundation, everything, but I set it, of course, with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color medium deep, because she's never let me down. She never let me, she never let me astray, and she didn't this time. So we're back. I had a little moment, but we back. So I was going to cream contour, but after dealing with all of that, I just want to bronze and be done. That was too much. Don't ask questions that you already know the answer to when it comes to our bronzer, but today I'm gonna use this one a little more, but I'm still gonna mix the two because they're just my fave. Y'all be seeing me struggle and squeeze the other brush, and you don't have to do all that. No, I didn't try to stick an afro behind my ear just now. That's a thing, Taryn. It's not. I'm gonna go ahead and set, because I'm feeling a little cakey, and that'll help with like the powderiness. And I'm using my Morphe Continuous Mist because duh. I feel like I have been like, I was mad about that foundation, but I love Milani's blushes. So we're gonna use the Milani blush in the color Coral Cove. This little rosy rose, it's so cute. It's so pretty. I did not name my brushes, did I? So my big face, see, that's so hard for me. My big face brush is the powder brush by Equate. It has a lot of powder in it, so yeah. That's this brush. Then the brush I use to put my bronzer on, that is the e.l.f. powder blurring brush. A couple of those. Did I miss any other brushes? I'm sorry, y'all. This is the Real Technique sponge. Like, that is not something I'm great at. This is the crayon case. I think it's called the Judy brush. It was such a beautiful brush. I could not buy it. I'm doing the apple of our cheeks, even though the facelift thing was like, don't put it there. I'm putting it there. I think I'm gonna do my highlighter later. So let's get started on these eyes. That's why we're all here to begin with. I'm gonna pull up my reference picture. Yes. To be honest, I don't remember what I'm supposed to look like. Oh, okay. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so first I need to prime. I'll be right back. I really hope y'all can't see how rough my base looks, because it is not it today. All right, so let's get started on this eye. Here's a refresher just in case you forgot what I'm supposed to be doing today, because it's been a while. Had to wipe off a whole face and then redo it. Today I'll be using the Revolution Beauty Reloaded palette. This is the Neutrals 2 palette. It's gorgeous. I got it from Target. This is what the palette looks like. You can see my finger swatches. So it looks like I have to do like my transition shade, which looks like it might be, yeah, it looks like it's more like this terracotta-y warm beigey brick color first. So that's what we're gonna do for our transition shade. This one came in the new set, the MSQ set, and this is the, my dogs are snoring so loud. I think this is the blending brush. This is my first time using this palette. I'm very excited. And it's so pretty. I actually really like Makeup Revolution. I don't know if it's Makeup Revolution or Revolution Beauty. They have so many, or like Makeup Revolution London. They have so many different like names. I don't know if it's multiple brands under the same umbrella, but I love their products. I love how affordable they are. Even when you go to like Ulta, it's like mad affordable. I got this one for this palette from Target. It was like $8. And I'm finding that Target is carrying more and more of their products. Before, I would like go to Ulta or like order them online, but now you can like literally go to Target and they're all at Target. Also, Beauty Bakery is at Target now. No one told me. I didn't know. Underneath that is like a deep pinky color. So I think I'm gonna go underneath that with this color here, which is a deep pinky color. For that, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. crease brush. Which one did I say? It's probably this one. It's like directly beneath it. And I think that's the same color, yeah. That's the same color as that it's on like the outermost V. So we're gonna do that. Are they too similar though? This is what's making me nervous. I'm gonna diffuse that, and I probably should have did it this way to begin with, but whatever. I'm gonna diffuse that with that terracotta E color. I have like 3 brushes. I'm not that gifted, and I have tiny hands. Like I need to slow my roll. All right, so the next color is like orange. I thought like that palette would be like that orange would be orange enough, but now that I'm looking, I don't think it will be. Like now that I've tried that like terracotta E color, don't worry, I'm gonna blend it out more. I did pick up the Makeup Revolution London, the palette Marvelous Mattes, the Reloaded Marvelous Mattes palette, which is this one, again from Target, and you can see my finger swatches. And it has this orange in it, so I'm gonna use that orange. This is another MSQ brush, and this is the eye shader brush. Now this goes next to that pinky. I wonder if I mix this orange with the first one, what will we get? Let's see. I'm gonna take that over there. That doesn't look crazy. I think that looks like the orange it was supposed to be in the first place. Listen, y'all, I think we getting somewhere. I think we are really doing it. Like as a family, I think we are really accomplishing the goal. All right, what's our next color? And see, I'm gassing myself, but I keep forgetting I have like that whole blue liner to do. Okay, so, oh, then it's just like a pale pink. My brushes don't have names. This was like another Amazon set, but it's like a flat, roundy, paddly brush, but it's very small. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna go in with this very light pink shade, and I'm gonna do the last remaining unshadowed part of my eyelid for that. Which I guess is like the inner third, because it's kind of like we worked in thirds, right? Third. Something about that light pink is just not the right color. So I'm gonna use this peach in the Reloaded Mattes palette over that to kind of brighten it a little bit, to try to get it to the right color. All right, I think that lightened it up enough and it made it like the color it was supposed to be. I'm gonna use my handy dandy e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, just like dense packed brush that I love. I'm gonna first go in with the pink color. I'm not holding it all the way up, but you get this one, the first one that I used. And now I'm looking at my camera, like looking at my palette on camera, it all looks like it's the same color, but it's not. So I'm gonna put this color as close to my bottom lid as my waterline as possible. And then right beneath that, I'm gonna use the color that we were trying to use, is our terracotta orange, but it's fine. Again, I don't have a ton of lid, so it's like almost lost on me because it goes down underneath my lid, but whatever. I'm gonna do, I don't think the look calls for inner corner highlight. Oh, it does. Oh, it does call for an inner corner highlight. Hooray! Yay! I was gonna say I'm gonna do one anyway, but it already calls for one. I'm gonna use like a little pencil brush, And I'm gonna do the, which one? Because these are both really pretty. I'm gonna do this pearly, very, very light gold color. All in my inner corner. And a little bit on my bottom waterline, because y'all know that's just what I be doing. That's just what I be doing. Now I got to do that wing, that blue wing. Now I had a blue glitter. I gave it to my niece. I don't have it anymore. But I do have the Zulu by Juvia's Place palette. And this palette has this really dope, like, you see right here, this blue glittery color, which I'm gonna use in lieu of like a blue liner and a glitter over top. So don't sue me, don't hate me, I'm sorry, but that's what we doing today. Luckily, we have our handy dandy Inglot Duraliner. Where is the name? There we go. Our Inglot Duraliner to make anything a liner. So we gonna scrape and you know the process from my last video. This was the reason why I bought that set, but I just used it to mix my liner up. So it looks a little janky, but this is that MSQ set, the liner brush. But again, I just use it to mix my liner to combine the powder with the liquid, so it look a little crazy. But here we go. Let's line the eye, shall we? Whoo, okay. I'm gonna go in and use the Luxe 215 small angle brush to salvage. Mama, I did it. I think we got the ambiance of that eye look. I am very proud of this. All right, let's put some eyelashes on and then we're gonna highlight, put some lips on, and wrap this whole thing up. So for eyelashes today, I'm using the LA Colors Jewel Eyes False Lashes. I got them from the Dollar Tree. I have not seen them in a while. I don't think they will ever have them again. They might have them on the website, but if you did not get them, you missed out. Oopsies. My lashes have never gone on that quickly. For highlight today, I'm using the BH Cosmetics Diamond Dazzler. I don't know if that's the color, but it also says flashy. So maybe flashy is the color. You just never know. It's just always a surprise. There we go. There you go, honey. Oh, look at you. Inconsistent. It'll do. I'm gonna use the Remy Rose liquid lipstick in the color Penny, which is this one. Another Dollar Tree find. Ugh, gorge. Let us set again with the continuous segments. Ah. Whew. I didn't even show you guys my earrings today. Aren't they cute? Anyway, that's gonna do it for me today. I'm so glad you guys picked this eye look because I think it is gorgeous. I'm worried that the colors don't look too different, like right now, like on camera from far away. If I get up close, you can kind of see. I don't know why though. I did just use like a random light concealer as a base. I should have used my P. Louise. That's me tripping. Oh, excuse me. Eyeliner turned out really gorgeous. Like, please follow me on Instagram if you are not already. It is at the bottom of the screen. I also have all my socials in the description of this video as per always. So let's talk giveaway really quick before I go. I will be having a giveaway. I probably will announce what will be in the giveaway in the rules next week. So stay tuned for that, but I'm going to be giving away some of my favorite products. I'm only posting it on Instagram. I will give you details about it in my next video, but the actual breakdown of the post and the photos of what I'm giving away to my giveaway will be on Instagram. So please follow me. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I love you. Goodbye. Look at my heart. I'm gonna put my heart on my heart because I love you. I love you. And my finger hearts. My finger hearts. You know the finger hearts. You know the finger hearts. My lips feel a little dry. Probably should put on some chapstick. This base is trash. Anyway, I love you guys. Goodbye.